Hey Martin, what you doing?
I'm trying to find the data connection port for this Django application.
Where did you even find that?
It was in my old virtual machine, and I want to make it serverless. But I just can't
Don't
find
worry, I
the-
can help you there. Stay tuned to find out more.
Parker works for Bold Medicine, a pharmaceutical information company. Their systems run on Django from servers in the office. The company is moving to the cloud, and Parker looked at renting virtual machines for their Django sites. But that would require a fair amount of ops work. Parker wonders, can they go serverless?
Cloud Run is a managed serverless platform where each service runs stateless. No data is stored on the service itself. But Cloud Run can be connected to stateful backing services, databases, APIs, and the like. Web frameworks that rely on relational databases, like Django, can run in a serverless setup with some configuration. The general steps described in this video can be used to not only deploy Django on Cloud Run, but any other CMS that uses the Django framework, such as Wagtail and Django CMS. When working with Django, there are two major backing services that you need to make sure you have: a place to store your data and a place to store your media.
Firstly, we need to think databases. Django supports many relational databases, including Postgres and MySQL. Parker can make use of Cloud SQL, a managed database service that supports both Postgres and MySQL, and even MS SQL.
When Parker first deploys their Cloud Run service, they'll need to set the add Cloud SQL instance parameter, linking their Cloud Run service with the Cloud SQL database. This allows the service in the database to communicate over an automatically encrypted connection. Django will also need a connection URL containing not just the database hostname, but also a database username and password. We can encrypt this variable using Secrets Manager. Running the manage.py migrate command will then apply their database migrations.
Secondly, static assets. Parker can configure their new Django app to use a Google Cloud storage bucket to store their media and static assets.
They can use the Django Storages package to configure their Django app to use Cloud Storages as a static backend by defining the default file storage type and the bucket name. Running the manage.py collect static command will then populate this bucket with their media.
This all sounds great. But about those Django admin commands, where do you actually run those?
That part is a little bit trickier. Cloud Run focuses on serving containers and doesn't provide a way to run one-off shell commands directly against a running container. These commands could be run on Parker's local machine, using the Cloud SQL proxy and a locally built Docker image of their application, but that doesn't scale all too well. Instead, they can run these commands as part of their continuous integration process. With Google Cloud Build, we can use the App Engine exec wrapper as a step in our cloud build.yaml that allows us to run commands against an encrypted connection to our database. If that doesn't work for Parker's migration strategy, they can run their migration commands manually from the Cloud Shell with help from Cloud SQL proxy.
By connecting stateful services to their stateless Cloud Run service, Parker is able to host and scale their website as their load changes throughout the day, without having to pay a standard price per day for a large virtual server.
Details for everything mentioned in this video, including a sample Django application, is linked in the description. So did you get that box all connected up, Martin?
I sure did.
Awesome!